Oh, hey. How are you guys? It's been a while. Hopefully everybody is having a either a good end of the year or a good start of the new decade. I know this is totally repetitive, unoriginal, talking about the new year. But anyways, last year I made one of these videos and it was kind of like I don't know, it was kind of like a sap story, you know. It was kind of like I wouldn't say a boohoo me, but maybe a little bit of a boohoo me. So this year I wanted to do more of a little bit of a reflection of the past year rather than like oh, it was so bad. So that's what this video is going to be about. In general, 2018 was kind of more of like this, like than it was like this for me mentally. So maybe that's why the 2019 like recap video, or the video made a year ago, was the way it was. But this video is just going to be pretty much a recap of what 2019 was for me. And while it wasn't what I necessarily wanted for me, I think it was a good step in the right direction. So just because something doesn't pan out for you the way you want it in that year doesn't mean it's not going in the right direction for you anyways. So keep that in mind. Just because there's things that are outside of your control doesn't mean it's not moving in the direction that you want it to go. So the first thing that kind of touched on in the video last year was I got an office in the beginning of the year, and the office was great. I did a lot of videos in there for you guys, and it really was kind of what I talked about. It was a good breath of fresh air. It was a great little fresh start, and I was really excited with it. As time went on, I kind of realized that I didn't need it as much as I thought I did. So now currently, I do not have it. So I feel like I have a pretty cool, like, you know, stylistic background and here in the living room and all that kind of stuff. So that is why I do not have the office anymore. Next up, in terms of videos, I didn't do a lot of the videos that I really intended and planned on doing this year that I wanted to. So while I did have fun creating the content that I did create, I feel like there's so much more room for improvement that I could do. And really, I think I got caught up and kind of like looking at what other people were doing and wondering why my stuff didn't look as cool. But in reality, you know, people just have different styles and different ways to make things. But I still do really believe that there's so much room for improvement on the videos that I make and the content and just like the substance of the stuff that I make. So that has me really excited as well for the beginning of this year. I already have this huge notebook just full. No, mind the duct tape. I threw it and it broke. I have a bunch of ideas in here that I've already, you know, started to dabble in for this new year. That is another thing that I think that I'll be touching on this year, is just really focusing on the things that I want to do and the things that make me happy. And hopefully that translates well into the, you know, into you guys. Hopefully you guys will see that and kind of like it, want to watch it, and want to see more of it as well. But really just kind of focusing on the things that I want to do, the creative things that I want to do, and just the ideas and visions that I have might be a little bit more unorthodox than the stuff you've seen in the past on here, because, you know, it gets stagnant after a certain amount of time. It gets boring for me. It gets definitely boring for you. Trust me, I didn't grow whatsoever this year in terms of Instagram or YouTube. I pretty much stayed the exact same for the whole year. But it's funny, the year that I had the least amount of growth, maybe even negative growth, I had the most amount of work and the most amount of, I guess you would say, success in a way. So it's kind of a weird paradox. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. So hopefully this year I'm going to work on growing and also having success rather than, you know, one or the other. But like I said, things get boring and things get stagnant for you and for me. So that is why I think, you know, stepping outside my comfort zone, stepping outside and doing the things that I actually truly want to do, maybe doing a little bit more of just behind the camera work, maybe doing a little bit more of like directing or just cinematography in general, would be fun. Or being in front of the camera like this as well, and having like a very very artistic looking video. I don't know what that word was. It slipped my mind. So what were some of the cool events that happened in 2019 that I liked? Well, in the beginning of the year, I went down to LA and I hung out with Sanj. I did a video with him, so that was pretty cool. First time I met him. You know, Sanj is, he says that I am a inspiration for him, but really it's the other way around. He's an inspiration for me, whether it comes to his style or just the videos that he makes and just like the lack of care that he has, I guess you could say, for what people think of him and the videos that he makes. That is really inspiring, so that is something that I need to take into consideration for myself. What else? I know that I went to Belgium for the Formula One race down there, and that was freaking awesome. Heineken, thank you so much for taking me out there. I had a blast. I mean, I love racing. I come from a racing family, so that was really awesome. Also, before that, I was able to bring my dad to a NASCAR race at the local track around here. It's called it was called Sears Point. I think it's now called Infineon. I don't know what it is called now. It changes like every year. But that was really cool to bring my dad out there and kind of just experience that and kind of give him just a little bit of a taste of what his son does for a living. It was kind of cool to have him experience that, and experience that with my dad, especially because, like I said, we come from a racing family. We work on cars and stuff like that. So that was really cool. NASCAR, thank you as well. Speaking of cars, the Volkswagen, trust me, I did not forget about it. We're still working on it. I'm just trying to accumulate more footage, so it's like a better, more thorough rebuild than just like, boom, like random stuff every week. Sometimes there's not enough to record, you know what I mean? Because it's a very slow process, but it will be done by this year. It is coming along. We're getting into the final stages of it, so that is exciting. I'll finally be able to be driving my Volkswagen. That will be cool. Also, I just got back from Paris with my girlfriend. I know I keep a lot of my private life private, and it will stay that way, but I went to Paris with her. In terms of style, looking back on my Instagram and even the videos in the past as well, you can really see kind of a progression of what I thought I liked and what I really liked and what has stuck with me. And it's definitely been suits. It's definitely been vintage wear, and the combination of both, and just kind of incorporating a more modern contemporary look with that very old school vintage vibe, kind of just putting together in a way that I think looks amazing, and it's just kind of my own personal style. And I think that is something that going forward I really want to just dedicate this channel to, is just personal style and development in that sense. But I think moving forward, these past few weeks and past month really has just been more of like a time of reflection, which I feel like shouldn't necessarily be a thing just because it's the end of the year and becoming a new year. I feel like you should always be reflecting on your accomplishments and your failures as they come, not just at the end of the year, because that just gives you like a very like rush of momentum that eventually just fades. So if you always are reflecting on it, that momentum's gonna always stay high rather than go low and then come high at once and then go back down low. But I think 2020 will be a year of self-betterment here on the channel with you guys. Just personally, I've been working out a lot more. I've been trying to eat healthy a lot more, trying to get, a little bit more lean and ripped. I want to do a lot more reading, and I have a lot of projects here at home that I'm going to bring you guys with to kind of bring you guys more into like my personality, I guess you could say. So you guys get a little bit more of like, behind the camera. You get to be in my life a little bit more, whether it's things that I enjoy doing, like the car, or I'm doing a room remodel. I might do a whole house remodel, who knows. But with that is going to be a room tour, a closet tour, just a bunch of things that are going to be more lifestyle-y and just more you and I kind of things, not always big broad scaping videos like 6 ways to wear a jacket to make a girl like you. That shit's whack. So I will not be doing those videos. Also, the last thing that I want to do, more of a resolution for myself, is to take advantage of the time that I have, because in the last 2-3 years I lost both my grandparents, and I just kind of realized that time is very important, and it's also very precious. So don't waste time just sitting around doing nothing. I used to be very active. I used to do a lot of things, play baseball, work out. I used to always be doing things and not really stay inside the house, and things have kind of slowed down for me. So I want to get back to kind of that you know, the old Jordan. I miss the old Jordan. I want to get back to that and really just kind of utilize my time as best as I possibly can. And that does mean taking risks, investing in myself, and hopefully getting more knowledgeable in the fashion world. And hopefully my goal is to start creating my own pieces, whether it's just for me to wear or to create and sell. Who knows? I want to teach myself and learn and immerse myself into fashion because that's what I love. And yeah, this hair is also gonna go bye-bye this year. So that's that. All right, you guys. Thank you to everybody who has supported me throughout the years. I mean, I still see people in the comments that have been here since the beginning, like even since I Cool Like a Bird, which is like 2011 or something like that, a long time ago. I appreciate all of you, even, you know, the haters who say things or, you know, that my channel's dead. I know my channel is not what it was. Trust me. I live with it every day. But sticking with it and being consistent with it will help the channel get back to what it was and hopefully be better than what it was, to be honest with you. To the people who have supported me, thank you as well. I really appreciate it. For the people who've stuck around, especially in the times where it has been tougher and slower and a little bit more not as like happy as you guys could probably see on the camera. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around, giving motivation, and the people who send their love my way and let me know how much of an impact I've had on their style or just their life in general is a really big motivating factor to keep doing what I like to do. So I'll be talking to you guys soon in the new year. This video will probably be up, you know, by the 1st or 2nd of the year. So hope you guys enjoy your New Year's. Be safe, please. Do not do anything stupid. And I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Hope you're excited.